Alrighty. Hey everybody, how you doing? Welcome to the show. I hope we're on okay. I think we're on okay. Welcome one and welcome all. I'm just as usual, scrambling away here, trying to get my show ready for broadcast. I hope you can see me okay. I'm looking for the quality of the picture. It's not the best, I have to admit. Continued issues with respect to connectivity. But there we are. Okay, we're here. We're live. welcome, welcome to my last show from Los Angeles. This being March the 28th, 2019, Thursday. I will be on today for 5 o'clock. This show only. Won't be on tonight at 8. And then I'll be back on the air Monday, 5 o'clock from Arizona. Looking forward to that. Hopefully we'll have a much better connection, but it hasn't been bad here, but it doesn't look great today. Welcome to the show. Glad that you've made it. It is Thursday, and I've got some cruise news that's come in, and I want to talk to you about that, and just compare notes with you to see how things are going. Just noticing I had a 2-minute ad on my phone. I'm not watching my own ad for 2 minutes. I give it about 20, 30 seconds, then I just shut the thing off, and I think I still get paid for the ad anyway. It really doesn't matter. Welcome to all of you. How long will be in Arizona? I'll be in Arizona about 5 or 6 days, something like that, all next week, from Monday to Friday for sure. And then I'm working my way back to Canada and trying to work my way home through California. So in effect, I'll be coming west again and then heading north, and I've got some folks I'm looking to catch up to on the way back to Canada. But I'll keep you guys posted when I know more about all that information. So that's what's going on there. Welcome one, welcome all to the show. I'm scratching my ear, can't help it. So excited. The channel, oh my gosh, have you noticed how many subscribers we have? It's getting close. Yes, I think we're almost at 19,900. I think I checked a few minutes ago. It was 19,897. 103 people to go, and we've got 20,000 subscribers officially following this channel. Is that incredible or what? That is a number didn't think would happen this quickly. Even 4 or 5 months ago, I did not think. I know 5 months ago we were sitting around 5,000 subscribers. I didn't think we'd be 4 times that in that amount of time, but it's happening. Unbelievable, very exciting, and it's just incredible to see the subscribers keep coming in every day. Since yesterday, another 60, 70 more have come in since yesterday's show. I didn't even do a video yesterday. I only did my live show. Didn't do a regular video. I did a video this morning, a recap video. If any of you want to take the time to take a peek at it, if you would be kind enough to share it on your Facebook group pages, on your pages, that would be wonderful. That would help the channel a lot. It's just a recap of about 6 different things that have been going on in the last couple of weeks that I put together in a short, concise 5-minute video, and I invite you to check it out if you get a moment. But got a story here that just came out a few minutes ago. I will make a video of this later today, and I will be on top of that. I have a couple of other stories I'm working on through the weekend, and we'll keep you posted on the updates as well. So lots going on. Never a dull moment here with Traveling with Bruce. Bruce has always got something cooking. And welcome one and welcome all. I see that there are now, 46 of you here already. You guys are piling in quickly. Thank you for joining me today on Traveling with Bruce. If you're new to the channel, I love talking about cruise ships, cruise ship vacations, ports of call, new cruise ship news, anything like that. Hanging out with my peeps 6 days a week, Monday to Friday, usually at 5 o'clock Eastern, Saturdays at 2. Although this weekend I won't be on Saturday, this particular Saturday. I'm usually from broadcasting from Canada up in Creston, but right now on a bit of a break here in Los Angeles, heading to the Phoenix area after the weekend, and look forward to broadcasting from there for a few days, upwards of 5 or 6 days or so, and then back to work our way back to Canada again, and then I'll head back to Creston and continue broadcasting from there. So lots going on, lots happening at the same time. Like I say, if you're brand new to the show and the channel, love it if you'd sign in and say hi. Just type in Where you're watching me from would be great. What's your town that you live in? What's your high temperature today? What's the price of gas? All that kind of stuff. But you'll notice my regulars usually just type a bunch of kind of info in. And especially my European viewers and my Australians and my Caribbean viewers from New Zealand, from South America, from just everywhere, UK, Europe, you name it. Love the fact that I have a worldwide audience, and we love talking cruise ships. We're all addicted to cruising. We're either on a cruise or we're in between getting on another one. That's how we operate around here, and we love to compare notes about cruise ships. News today that I figured I'll get at right away for those of you who are just here for the updates as to what's going on out there. I got a bit of an update on a story I talked about a week and a half ago or so, maybe 2 weeks ago. It's about Dublin, about Ireland. The story came out a couple of weeks ago that the Port of Ireland came out with an announcement saying that they were going to cut back how many cruise ships were going to be able to come into the port in Dublin. This year, 2016, they were expecting 160 cruise ships to visit Dublin, Ireland this year, and this is a growing business. And this is a growing area of tourism for Ireland and for the city of Dublin and the surrounding area. They're now saying that because of expansion, because the port is going to be re-engineered and redesigned, that cruise ship visits are going to be dropping off. They're going to restrict the number of cruise ships that will be allowed to come into the port of Dublin down to 80, starting in 2021. So this year, 2019, it's 160. I think next year, I think I heard it's 140, and then it's down to 80 the next year for a couple of years. But now I found out that lo and behold, this is not a permanent decision. This is strictly temporary as this port is being redeveloped and expanded out and improved upon. They were going to, after 2023, they're going to go right back up to the 150 to 200 ships a year to visit Dublin. So it's not like Dublin is shutting down the cruise business and doesn't want cruise ships. They're trying to accommodate the business that's coming at them. And with Brexit as a big problem facing everyone in the UK right now and Europeans, Brexit is going to possibly put unbearable pressure on the port of Dublin for increased container traffic, because under Brexit, the port in Dublin will be a European port. No duties to be paid, no customs duties. The paperwork between Europe and Dublin will be just like the paperwork between, say, a port in France and a port, say, in Amsterdam. Very convenient, very easy, like it is now into the United Kingdom. But if the UK pulls out, that means all of England, Scotland, Wales, that whole region will be its own separate country. Northern Ireland will be its own separate country, and Ireland will be part of the European Union, still remaining behind. And so the paperwork to get items imported into Ireland will be nothing, will be a piece of cake, whereas items to come in and out of the United Kingdom will become a nightmare. And this is what businesses have been saying for years to the Brexiters that are just so nationalistic in their opinions. They're saying to them, you guys want out of the European Union? You are going to pay dearly economically for this, because the amount of paperwork you're going to have to be facing now for customs, duties, possible visas to visit these countries, it's just going to be a bloody nightmare. Right now, children of UK parents that are university age can take a ferry ride over, a train ride over, a plane ride over to Europe, go to school anywhere in Europe, not worry about all the paperwork and admission and the nationality nonsense. And the same in reverse. There are students in Europe that can come to the United Kingdom and study and what have you. And the tourists who can come and go as they want. And the snowbirds, there are snowbirds in Canada that go south every year to the US, hang out for 5-6 months a year. There are snowbirds from Europe that go to Spain every year, Portugal, Italy, to get away from the cold weather. Well, you're now going to be under a whole new set of rules because you're no longer part of the EU. You're going to be part of a like a North American. You might be allowed to come in for up to 90 days, but you're going to need a visa perhaps. And if you want to stay longer than 90 days, you're going to need a separate visa, and you're now going to pay. You're going to pay. And if you bought a condo in Spain for the winter months, now you might have to pay residency tax or non-residency taxes. There's a plethora of problems coming for the United Kingdom population that they just didn't think about this or didn't believe it, didn't believe this could ever happen. And I guess the polls before the referendum were that they were going to stay in the EU, and they lost the referendum, and it's just become an absolute nightmare. Anyway, back to Dublin and the port of Dublin. It is going to remain a European port, and all the paperwork you need to file to get, say, product into the London ports or Southampton or any of the other ports that you want to bring product into, you're gonna have to come up with all kinds of paperwork, all kinds of insurance, all kinds of duties and fees and taxes and VAT taxes. Oh no, it's a nightmare. Dublin, nope, it's going to be a tax-free port for Europeans. I can tell you the port of Dublin is looking to do a massive amount of increased business from Europe and North America because of the Brexit. And who's the loser? United Kingdom. They'll be the loser. But the Brexiters that voted are going to be proud to say, oh, we're going to keep all those nasty immigrants out of this country. We're going to make England great again. We're going to make England for England. It's going to be wonderful. All by yourself is what it's going to be. I think it's going to cause a recession in the United Kingdom that they have no idea that it's coming. Businesses are going to turn away from the United Kingdom and do business in Europe, where it's wide open. 22 countries welcoming your business without restrictions, as opposed to the UK, an island unto itself, with Northern Ireland stuck in there. It's going to be a mess. And you can see it now with these votes in Parliament day after day after day. These guys can't vote anything through because they're completely divided as to how to proceed, and the clock is running out. Anyway, that is in a nutshell this guy trying to explain to you folks what Brexit is all about and why Dublin is having to cut back the number of cruise ships coming into her port, because they're going to have container ships loaded with goods desperate to come into Dublin, and they pay much more money than a cruise ship pays because of all the tonnage of goods that are coming through. It's going to be unbelievable. Dublin will be an import-export center for Greater Europe, and I can just see it now. Container ships coming from North America come right into Dublin, offload and load up, and then go back to Boston or New York or wherever they're coming from, and they're not going to go into the UK at all. And there are going to be layoffs at the UK ports. They're going to really feel it. It's just a disaster about to befall these poor people. I'm sorry to say. All right. Other news. This just broke about an hour ago. Royal Caribbean Cruise Lines. The government of the Bahamas and Royal Caribbean Cruise Lines and an outfit out of Mexico known as ITM Group have announced a joint press release, big fanfare. The resort, the luxury resort that was badly damaged during Hurricane Matthew in 2016. I'm just kind of glancing at my notes here to make sure I don't screw this up. The resort it's either called the Grand Lucayan, it's Lucayn, or the Grand Lucayan. I'm not sure how you pronounce it. So either Grand Lucayan or Grand Lucayan Resort on Grand Bahama Island, just outside of Freeport, has been sold by the government of the Bahamas to a joint venture group that is Royal Caribbean and the Mexican company ITM Group. They have jointly bought it from the Bahamian government, and they have pledged to redevelop it. Now, this resort was owned by another group, started by a private outfit. The Hurricane Matthew came through in 2016, caused significant damage to the resort, and it has remained closed since. The Bahamian government bought the resort from the original builders because they wanted out. They couldn't stand putting any more money into it to try to keep it going. The Bahamian government bought it because it was a gigantic political headache for the government of the day to have it just sit there idle and would become a white elephant. And so the government bought it and has maintained it to keep it properly running and standing and keep the rodents out and all that sort of stuff, keep it from getting stripped by vandals and all that. They've been trying to market it and sell it for a number of years. And with the debacle or the nightmare that the Bahamas government has been faced with respect to the problems in Nassau, in downtown Nassau, for cruise ship passengers, and cruise ship passengers not having fun experiences on shore in Freeport, Bahamas either, the government of the Bahamas has been desperate to fix the cruise ship problem other than just offer islands to the cruise lines as the only solution. And so obviously a few months ago, not that long ago, the big announcement was made that the downtown port in Nassau will be completely redeveloped. $250-odd million major rebuild will be done there. And they're going to increase the size of that port to handle 6 ships instead of 4 or 5 at a time. And they're going to have an outdoor amphitheater and all kinds of events to clean it up, because downtown Nassau is a place that a lot of people, they don't even get off the cruise ships in downtown Nassau. A certain percentage of passengers stay on their cruise ships when the ship comes into Nassau for the day because they don't get off. The U.S. government has been giving Nassau a level 2 travel advisory. Sexual assaults, purse snatchings, robberies, assaults, too many to mention. And the port of Nassau has been ranked the most dangerous port in the world for cruise ship passengers simply because of the numbers. It's nothing personal against the wonderful people of the Bahamas. The problem is that 3 million passengers a year come into Nassau on cruise ships because the government has been paying cruise lines to come in. They've been literally giving them money. Come on in here. And passengers get off the ship, and some of them get assaulted, and the number of assaults are so high compared to ports around the world for reported assaults. Nassau is the #1 problem port in the world, just because it's probably visited the most and has the most incidents. Anyway, back to Freeport. Here we have the government of the Bahamas able to sell off this white elephant that they've been sitting on for exactly the price they paid for it, $65 million. But the government threw in a sweetener to make the deal work out, and the sweetener is that they are allowing Royal Caribbean and their partner ITM Group to build a dock facility at this resort. In effect, the cruise line is going to turn the 5-star resort into a combination water park, hotel resort, and casino facility all in one. And so the cruise line will be bringing customers to the resort. Now, it'll be interesting to see how this plays out, because the numbers are $195 million over the next 2 to 3 years to convert the property from what it was to what it's going to become for Royal Caribbean and its partner. Will the cruise line start to offer 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7-day cruises in and out of Freeport, where they will bring the ship to the resort, and passengers will be on the ship for 2 or 3 days, get off the ship, spend a couple of days, 2 or 3 days at the resort, then get back on the same ship or another ship back to Miami or Port Canaveral or Port Everglades in Fort Lauderdale. This opens up a world of possibilities for Royal Caribbean and its partner, because if the government allows gambling in this resort, which they will, there'll be a casino there, you may find that you might get an offer down the road from Royal Caribbean where they'll say to you, come on a cruise. We got a 1-week combination cruise, resort cruise for you. And it's 3-4 days of cruise ship time, and it's 2-3 days of resort time. at this brand new resort we built in Grand Bahama. And the kids will be able to play on the water park and all the other facilities we're going to create for them. Mom and dad can lay on the beach and relax. And in the evening, kids are in the room in the hotel watching Netflix, and mom and dad are downstairs in the casino or enjoying some entertainment in this massive resort. We're going to find out a lot of information about what's going on with this place. Is it going to be an all-inclusive resort? That will be the other thing I'm curious about, where literally you will fly into Freeport from the US or Canada and be able to stay a week at this resort, which is a little, little haven unto itself. We'll find out. There's a lot to be discovered here, but for the government of the Bahamas, this is a huge win, a huge relief, a political debacle that they may have avoided. The story goes that up to 2,500 jobs are going to be created building out the entire facility that we're talking about here. I think the plans for this are humongous. This is not just like a little old hotel that's being converted into a pit stop for a cruise line. No. This is huge. It's 216 acres in area. We're talking a lot of land here. The facility that was originally constructed, there were big plans for it. I suspect that they were going to even develop high-rise towers nearby as sort of timeshare and other facilities. That was the original plan. That's all been scrapped. I don't know what the new plan is yet, but suffice to say, that the deep pockets of Royal Caribbean and the group out of Mexico, the ITM group, I think we're going to see something huge happen here. And this is going to change everything in the Caribbean, because this will be the first time that a cruise line has gotten involved with a land-based resort as part of its cruising facility. It'll be interesting to see how this plays out for Royal Caribbean. Will they be able to combine a land-based holiday with a ship holiday? I don't know. There's a world of possibilities here. If they build the right kind of entertainment venue, they may well have their own amphitheater here that they designed for 5,000 or 10,000 people, where they can have musical acts come in, and the cruise ship comes in with its, you can handle 2 Oasis class ships during the day. There's 10, 12,000 people coming in, and they're coming in to see a concert by so-and-so at the resort while the kids are playing on the water park and enjoying all that. There's all kinds of possibilities that could be had here. We'll be following it, see what happens. Anyway, the government of the Bahamas has made it clear. They are not holding back. They are wide open to ideas, development, new ideas, rather than the old staid traditional way of doing things. And yes, there are islands on the Bahamas for all the other cruise lines where they can take the passengers. I can certainly see where you'll enjoy a perfect day at Coco Cay on an Oasis cruise ship, but the next day you may well enjoy a perfect day at Lucayan, or whatever this is called. Lucayan, what are they going to call it? I don't know if they're going to keep the name or not, but they may change this completely to a whole different facility, new name, everything, and you may have a second day here, or 2 days at one spot, which is Coco Cay, 2 days at this place over here, 3 days at sea. You got yourself a 1 week cruise. And lo and behold, for 5 days, 6 days, maybe only 1 day you're going to be at San Juan, Puerto Rico. There's only 1 day out of 7 that you're not on a Royal Caribbean property. That could be the master plan here for Royal Caribbean, that 6 out of 7 days, we got you, and we get all the dough, we get all the activities, we get all the action, and only 1 day can you go somewhere else where you can't give Royal Caribbean money. And that's when you get off the ship in San Juan and go to a Starbucks and buy Starbucks coffee, as if you couldn't buy one with Royal Caribbean. Or you go see the fort on your own, or you take a cab ride somewhere in San Juan. But if you take a shore excursion, a ship-sponsored shore excursion in in San Juan, you're still giving all the money to Royal Caribbean. So we'll find out how this all comes out at the end. But like I say, this is about an hour old, and we'll see what comes of this going forward. There you are. That is the latest news that I have for everybody today in the cruise game. But this is a big one. This could really be a game changer long term going forward. Anyway, there you have it. Those of you who are here, you're first to know what's going on. This is breaking news, and it's nowhere else. So thanks for joining me, and thank you for sticking around for that info. If you have any questions about what I'm talking about, fire away. Any comments, love to try to answer as best I can, and we'll kind of go from there. All right, there you have it. Let's see who's here. Say hi to the folks who popped in to see me today, because I can't talk to you until Monday after today is done. Kat Rose is here. Ed Tolleson from New York is here. I think Kat's in Sacramento, California. Welcome, you guys. Paul Wolgas is here. Linda Lou is here. Ed Tolleson from New York, of course. Who else have I got? Kelly Haston is here from Pensacola. How are you doing? Wendy Thompson from Orlando. Who else have I got? Teresa Jordan. Teresa is here. Happy Thursday, peeps. Hi, Teresa. Kelly Haston. Hey, Linda Lou. Paul, everybody. Sylvan Forrest is in the house. Hey, Bruce. 78 degrees in Delray Beach. Sunny and so windy today, it's bothersome. Please hit the thumbs up for Bruce. Subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Show Bruce some encouragement. Right now, we got 31 thumbs ups. Thank you, everybody, for that. I got a couple downs. That's 33 engagements. I'll take all I can get. We're moving in on 20,000 subscribers. Unbelievable. Can you believe it, folks? We're coming into 20,000. Let me tell you right now, as I see it, we are at 896. I'm not sure if that's accurate, but we're coming in on 20,000 subscribers for the channel. Let me take a look at my own personal dashboard here at YouTube. It's telling me, yeah, 19,896, 4 away from 900, and then we're only 100 away from the entire deal. It's getting exciting. Looks like tonight or tomorrow we might make it, and that is absolutely wonderful. Sorry for the lousy photo today, folks. We're just not getting any luck with our feeds. What can I say? Hopefully that will be improved upon when we get to Phoenix. Hopefully the voice is coming through okay. Who else is here? Deb Guimet. Hi, everybody from beautiful Orlando. Still here taking it easy. Deb, hang in there. Tracy Dunlop is here. Welcome from Naples. Welcome to the show, Tracy. Did you not just get back from a cruise? Tom Henry. Hi, everybody. 66 and sunny in Richmond. Just came in from mowing the lawn. I need a short show so I can go finish. And Tom, I think you're on an airplane. Was it tomorrow? You're heading south to get on a cruise, buddy. You're going on the Bliss. That's fantastic. Linda Lou, 45, partly cloudy. Gas is holding at 296.9 at Costco. Welcome, Linda Lou. Who else is here? Wendy Thompson is, like I said, is here. Wes Morrison is here. He said his ad was for booking.com. Let's see. Who else have we got here? Robert Scott, 105 away from 20,000. Yes, sir. We are getting there for sure. Tom Henry, packages in the mail, UPS, but not expected till next Thursday. Good, you'll still be there. I'll tune in from the Bliss to see if the package arrives. I will be there. I should certainly be there by then. We'll still be there at that time. So I'll look forward to that package, Tom, and I'll definitely send you a message as soon as it arrives. Thank you again, Debbie. Hi, everybody. Deb Emanuel. Hi, everybody. Keto diet commercial. Premium gas, $3.67 at Arco this morning. The rain again today in Northern California. Hope all is well with the TWB family. Almost 20,000 subs. Woohoo! Way to go. Yes, indeed. Thank you, Debbie, for all your kind wishes, your kind words, and all your support. Scott Weber saying hi, everybody. Welcome, Scott Weber. Who else is here? Steve Bartley, 6 more subs than Ben and David. Have I passed Ben and David? I kind of been watching out of the corner of my eye. I kind of keep an eye on who am I kind of catching up to, or is anyone catching me? And yeah, Ben and David from the UK. Those guys are great. Love those guys. I passed them on their sub count about a month ago. And now I'm not on their sub count, on their view count, and now I'm catching them on their sub count. But we've been kind of neck and neck here for the last little while as we're both growing. Our channels are all growing. It's incredible, and it's exciting. Debbie Emanuel, hi, Linda Lou, plenty of snow for you. Bobby Green, sub Bruce, cheers from Florida. Thank you, Bobby. Let's see, who else is here? Who's that? Oh, someone doesn't like my show. Oh, that's too bad. Sorry you don't like the show. You may have to go somewhere else. Kathy Hennessy, hello everybody. Hi, Kathy. Let's see here. Tracy, Nurse Nancy thought of you when I saw the news. So much flooding in Wisconsin. Hope not near you. John LeBeau, hello TWB and all. Hope everyone is doing well. Raleigh is 56 degrees. Hi there, John. Welcome, sir. Let's see here. Who else is here? Nurse Nancy saying, no, Tracy, we're way up on a hill. There's no flooding here. Those farmers, sometimes they have it bad. Bobby Green is saying 78 degrees Fahrenheit and cloudy here in Central Florida. Also been hit a bit windy these last couple of days. Bill Hawks, 78 degrees and sunny in Leesburg, Florida. Gas $2.59 and Bud Light is $18.99 for a 20-pack. In 16 aluminum cans or bottles, right on. Wish I could get that price on a cruise. Yes, would that be nice if you could do that? Oh my gosh! Of course, the cruise lines then would be out of business because they would not be able to survive at those prices. They have to make tons of money on the alcohol. Oh my goodness! Who else is saying hi to me here? Let me kind of scroll up here. Debbie Manuel, hi Thomas, down to hours now for your embarkation. So excited for you. Sylvan Forest, I got sick of snow too, so I retired and moved to Florida. Jeremy G, hi everybody. Hi Jeremy G. Let's see here. Paul Lucas, Tom Henry, since when do you have to have alcohol to say something bad? From someone who now knows this guy. He shared a cabin with him. Oh, that's funny. Bobby Green, I'm born and raised in Florida. Have never seen snowfall. Oh my gosh. I remember when I lived in the Cayman Islands, I met Cayman Islanders, the Caymanians, who had never seen snow, never experienced it firsthand, were wondering what it was like. All wanted to try it. Well, you got to try it once, I suppose. Of course, when you've tried it as many times as I've had enough for a lifetime. Anyway, there you go. John LeBeau, I was only 6 numbers away from hitting the Powerball last night. So close. Only 6 numbers away. Incredible. Who else is here? Let me just see any more of the comments coming in. Wendy Thompson, the Clydesdales will be at the Busch Gardens. Scott Weber, Dodgers opening day. They're playing right now. Kathy saying, go Yankees. Linda Lou, I saw the Brewers in Milwaukee a few years ago. Nurse Nancy. Who else is Tori Young? Wow, yes, we got off late. They only spent about 3 hours in Nassau on mopeds. Very interesting. Sylvan snowboards usually stick around until April the 15th. David M. Little, we still have lots of snow here in northern New York. Skiing is still available. Evening all from Vivian in the UK. Welcome, Vivian in the UK. I'm glad you're here. BC, how many have you been on to now? Says BC's asking Linda Lou. Wendy, April 1 is the date I'm hearing to pull out and head north to get taxes done. Sylvia's here. Sylvia Swan, hi Bruce and all, 67 and sunny in Greensboro, North Carolina in the 90s. Grand Lucien Resort was very nice. Daughter and I, we stayed there. Nurse Nancy, what are we bidding for again? I will throw in 2 cents. Tom Henry, who agrees Bruce is using disguise software to hide from the Mounties? And he thought he was just visiting family. He's just blurring the pictures, and we can't recognize this guy. Sylvan, big spenders here. What else is going on here? Vivian saying, hi, Tom. Linda Lou, no job here to worry about anymore. Thank God. Let's see here. Sylvia, Freeport is not very nice anymore. In the 90s, that was the place to go. Princess Hotels had a plane that would fly out of Raleigh at 10 p.m. and be in Freeport by midnight. Linda Lou, okay, I'll break down and go up to $10. If somebody is doing something here, I don't know what's going on. Jess Carey, hi Bruce, greetings from New Brunswick in Canada. Only 10 days till our NCL breakaway cruise out of New Orleans. Our first time in New Orleans. Jess, that's fantastic. I hope you're getting a day or two out of the stay in New Orleans first, and then take the cruise. But Jess, that should be a good time, and you've got nice weather. I'm sure that's going to be great. Welcome to the show, the channel. I'm glad you're here. Sylvia's asking Tom if he leaves tomorrow. I think he does. Linda Lou says, quit those darn jobs and spend the kids' inheritance. Roger Harris is here. Hi, Roger. Let's see here. Jaco, hi, Bruce from the Netherlands. Just missed the info. Welcome, Jaco. Nurse Nancy, okay, Linda Lou, challenge accepted. Now I'm up to $20. I don't know what they're bidding on. I have no idea what's going on. I don't know what they're doing. Who else is here? Jacko, hello, Wendy. Let's go here. Everyone's talking to each other. Morris Todd, Orlando, beautiful. Just getting back off Carnival Liberty, 4 days. Nice ship. Right on, Morris. Welcome to the show. Let's see here. Who else am I seeing here coming by? Sorry, folks, I'm just catching up here. Jess Carey says, come to New Brunswick. I'll share my snow here. Still lots. 4 feet of the stuff. Oh, man. Going to take a while to get rid of that. Bill Musselman is in the house. He's sorry he's late. Welcome, Bill, to the show. Sorry, my picture's so bad. Small Potato, 63 in Seattle. Welcome, Small Potato. Do they have any baseball in Canada, says Scott Weber. Oh, man. Oh, man. That's a shot, I think. Freeport needs something, says Morris Dodd. I agree. Jacko, I'm in the northern part of the Netherlands where the Meyer Craft cruise ships are sailing from here. Dutch is my mother tongue, Nancy. Donnell is in the house from Cork, Ireland. Welcome, Donnell. Hi, Bruce and all. I'm here too, Tom. I also cut a jungle called my front lawn today. Enjoy your cruise. My goodness, Scott Weber, I know about the Blue Jays, but I've heard some Canadians claim Toronto is like your strange uncle who you'd rather not visit. There's nothing wrong with visiting Toronto. Beautiful place, safe city, clean, really nice place. Lots to see in Toronto. Pretty good folks too. I went to college there. Good food in Toronto, by the way. All around Toronto, you got to go there. I mean, head west, head to Kitchener, Waterloo, Ontario. You want to see a really neat place and a neat area, head to the Twin Cities. Very enjoyable. Southern Ontario, of course. Niagara Falls, a great outing. Yeah, fantastic. Felicia Phillips. Good evening, Bruce. Good evening, Felicia. Welcome to the show. Wendy Thompson. We went to Amsterdam and The Hague. Can't wait to go back. Let's see here. Eric Gibbons. Evening, everybody. 70 and beautiful here in Charleston. We're now officially in a moderate drought. 2 months, 10 days, 22 hours till the Norwegian dawn. Right on, Eric. Keep that countdown going. Linda Lou, oh my God, 50 days. I better go up to $25. I don't know what they're bidding on. Donnell, hi, Vivian. Vivian, wow, this auction's getting serious. Nurse Nancy, gotta go walk around the lake. Bye all. Safe travels, Bruce. Thank you, Nurse Nancy. We'll see you Monday if you can make it. Debbie Emmanuel, Bruce, the money talk is because Thomas Henry's trying to start a bidding war for all who want to get to cruise next with Sylvan. Oh my gosh, who wants to go cruising with Sylvan? Right on. Sylvan's got a cruise available, balcony cabin. What is it this summer? That's interesting. Jacko, nice Wendy. I saw the Spectrum of the Seas about a week ago. Sylvia, Linda Lou, what are you bidding on? Vivian, oh, bye, Nurse Nancy. Paul Lucas, Linda Lou, I'll go to $50 plus gratuities. Vivian, Sylvia Swan, cruise with Sylvan. That's what it is. Wow, Paul, I had Kathy, I bid a cigar and a libation. Not a ligation, a libation. Vivian, laughing out loud. Kathy, that's right. You got to bid a rum and coke and a nice cigar and put in a bid. I think anyone who wins that auction is going to have a pretty nice time if that's truly what's going on. I got to say that from what I understand, Sylvan has a pretty good price on this thing. He got a good deal on a balcony cruise on, I think it was the Breakaway or the Getaway. Nice ship. Okay, I guess I can afford 100, says Linda Lou. There you go. I think it's a $700-something cruise, you guys. You want Sylvan to take a $600 loss? I don't think that's such a good idea. Actually, I think with a guy like that who has such a great palate, you'd think a premium would be in order. You'd want to pay a couple $100 extra just to learn about cooking from this guy, what he can talk to you about with regards to the preparation of food in a gourmet kitchen. Have you seen the gourmet food this guy talks about every dinner in his house? It's unbelievable. This might even include the night before accommodation of the cruise. You might be able to negotiate that from Sylvan. And all of a sudden, that's a free hotel right there. There's another $100. I'm just trying to talk it up, Sylvan. I'm doing the best I can. Vivian, Lordy, Linda Lou, John Lewis. Good to see you, Bruce. Looking well. Thank you, John Lewis. Eric, hey, hi, Bruce. Now broadcasting from your living room. I'm in Los Angeles right now. I'm in a living room here that my little condo that my daughter has been staying in for a work assignment. It is her last evening in Los Angeles here tonight. She's finishing her work today, and we've taken everything off the walls. So it's a bare-looking set, nothing behind me. Tomorrow I'm in the car with Jennifer. They get the little one off to her airport in LAX, and then we're heading into Palm Desert, California for a couple of nights, then to Phoenix. and I'll be on the air from Arizona next week. Let's see here. Sylvan, thanks, Bruce. Hey, Sylvan, you deserve it. Linda Lou, I'm a home ec teacher, Sylvan. We could have some great conversations. Go right there. Topics galore. I think if you want stories, you're going to be able to get some great stories from Sylvan Forrest. If you take up that, if you win that bidding war to take the cruise with him, I tell you, folks, you want to take advantage of that deal. I think that would be a pretty good time and a lot of good experiences. And just think of the recipes you'll come home with. Maybe you'll have a gourmet meal the night before you go, just to kind of set it up. I mean, right, that's another $100 value right there. I'm telling you, a combination before the cruise, the dinner before the cruise, you get a ride to the cruise port because he lives right nearby there. Oh man, you got to take that cruise, folks. Tom Henry, as a bonus, you might even be able to meet Lucy, the pet python he's got. Scott Weber, Bruce, expect traffic jams going on to Palm Desert. Everyone is out to see the poppies. Yeah, I figured we're in no hurry. Couldn't care less how long it takes. I could not care less. Kathy, safe travels, Bruce and Jennifer. Thank you, Kathy. We're looking forward to it. We'll work our way to the desert first, and then from there we'll work our way to Arizona. And we've got good company waiting for us there, and we'll have some fun and share a few stories out there. I've got these friends of mine are eager to catch up with me because they haven't seen me since I started this channel, and they love the stories I have to tell. Vivian, is it a real desert, Bruce? All sand? And I'm more worried about the wifey, says Linda Lou. The land, the tropical, the geographical layout of Palm Desert. Palm Desert, Palm Springs, Rancho Mirage, Indian Wells, La Quinta, all those communities are in effect together. Now, they've all grown into each other. So I call it the Valley. I used to call it the Valley when I lived out there. Surrounded by mountains, basically. When you leave LA, the basin that LA is part of here, you head east and you climb in elevation and you come out at a place called Banning along Highway 10, which takes you all the way to Phoenix, all the way to Jacksonville, Florida, by the way. But when you pass Banning, you have reached a pass, and then you're coming down the other side. And as you come down the other side, you come into the open valley of the desert. And yes, around the area, there are sand dunes, true. But Palm Springs, Palm Desert, Coachella, Cathedral City, this whole area has been developed out over the decades since probably the 1930s and 40s and 50s. By the way, Desi Arnaz and Lucille Ball from I Love Lucy, the television show. Desi Arnaz is probably very much responsible for a lot of the build out that took place in that area in the 50s and the 60s. Back in the 20s and the 30s, Hollywood movie stars used to want to get away from it all, and they would drive along this roadway to the desert, to Palm Springs, where there were aquifers where you could pull up water from below, and you could produce lawns, you could have swimming pools, resorts, and you could have horses. There were a lot of ranches out there for horses, especially for the winter months. Summer months, when it got too hot, the horses would be brought into the LA basin and would be brought towards the Pacific Ocean for the Pacific cooler air. But in the wintertime, out go the horses, and the ranches would pop up again, and resorts would pop up in the 20s and the 30s and the 40s. And radio stars, movie stars would get away to the desert. And in the 50s, television stars discovered the area, the valley. And communities like Cathedral City, Palm Desert, Indian Wells were popping up independently of each other, and all of these little enclaves started to get built out. And Desi Arnaz, the husband of I Love Lucy, Lucille Ball, he was a speculator, and he bought a lot of land with some business partners out in the Indian Wells area. Palm Springs, Palm Desert area. That's right. And they developed a golf course, the Indian Wells Golf and Country Club. Built it out, put houses around it. What a concept! 1950s this happened, 55, 56, 57, 58, all through the 60s when he made all this money with Lucy buying RKO Studios and running all these TV shows. He divorced her, they got divorced, and he stayed involved in the real estate game for quite some time. And that area just grew out and grew out and grew out until large corporations like Del Webb and other developers got involved and started building their own golf courses, their own resorts, and homes around these places. And now today you see condos being built, 2-story tall condos or 1-story tall condos all over the valley. And today there have to be 275,000 people living in that general vicinity. And it's all one large developed area now. You live there full time. You can tell the difference between community after community after community. But if you don't live there and you only visit for a day or two and you drive through the Highway 111 through the entire stretch, you might notice little differences, but you might not realize that you're in a different city right now, that you're not in Palm Springs, you're not in Rancho Mirage, you're now in Indian Wells, or you're now in La Quinta. For those of us who did live there, I did live there for a number of years, you get to know instantly what city you're in, depending on the look of the sidewalks, the look of the roadways, the quality of the pavement, the size of the houses, all that sort of stuff. So beautiful area for me. It's just like kind of a home week, going back to home, but I look very much forward to it. Outside the proper area, it is a wonderful geographical area. There are mountain roads there you can take. There's one that you can go up. It's a twisty, windy road. You go up way up, 4,000 feet up off the valley floor, and there's a lookout up there, free to use. You just park your car, get out, stand out there, grab your camera, grab your binoculars, look around. You can see the Salton Sea to the east. Then over to the west, you can see Big Bear, the mountain of Big Bear, which is a ski resort. So you're looking down on the valley floor where it can be 110 degrees in the daytime. And then you're looking up through your binoculars at Big Bear, where they are skiing at 8,000 feet elevation. It's quite a unique area. Once you leave the valley, if you take the mountain road, it's called the Palm to Pine Highway. Literally, you are leaving palm trees behind, and as you go up, up, and up, you're up to 5,000 feet, you're heading southwest towards San Diego, you all of a sudden realize that instead of being a barren rock and with cactus and bushes and that kind of thing, you're surrounded by pine trees like an alpine setting, because the Pacific moisture reaches this area, but only this far. After that, it's so dry that nothing but desert survives. And all of a sudden, from then in, you've got pine trees going the other direction. It is a spectacular place to visit as a day visit, or for a week, or for a couple of days. It's not cheap to stay there, though, in the winter. The summertime, you can get some good bargains. It's warm, but it's nice at elevation. But it is spectacular, and you see how much I talk about it. I love the place, and very much look forward to spending their time there again going forward. Anyway, that's a bit of a recap of the area there. Let's see. I'm just double checking any other comments here that I've missed, as I catch everybody. Here we go. Let's see here. There we go. I caught up to Vivian's comment there. Let's see here. Scott Weber, Vivian Nicholson with our Super Bloom. It's really gorgeous this year. Yeah, with all the rain that the desert did get, it's incredible. That everything just explodes, and the flowers come out for the first time in years, and it's unbelievable. You got to see it to believe it. Felicia, question: is it worth the money to book an ocean view or just skip to a balcony? Felicia, get a balcony. If you've never taken a cruise before, go for a balcony. And you'll be glad you did. I think you're going to really like it. Let's see, Linda Lou, starting to get warm in Phoenix. Bruce, you'll love it. Yeah, that's right, Linda Lou. I can't wait. Cousin lives in San Marcos, says Cat Rose. Tom Henry laughing out loud. Linda Lou, nothing but a balcony for this princess gal. Sylvan, shell out the small difference. get a balcony. Totally worth it. You're right, sir. John Lewis, Felicia, it all depends. Sometimes if you suffer from motion sickness, sometimes the lower the better. Well, it's true, but get a location in the middle of the ship, balcony, and I think you'll be fine. Tom Henry, I vote for the balcony. Vivian, Palm Springs, is that water or just a name? Nope, there truly are springs in the area. The Indian bands in that area, Agua Caliente, they discovered the springs there, and to this very day, that entire area lives off the water that they just drill wells for. Indian wells. That's why it's called Indian wells. They drill wells, and there's water galore there, and that's why there are so many golf courses in the valley. It's absolutely spectacular. The resorts, it is stunning. It is just stunning. It's like an oasis, and you cannot tell when you drive by that area on the expressway on Highway 10, which is 3 lanes each direction. You pass by there, you have no idea what's just 2 miles over there. You have no idea for about a 20-mile stretch is paradise. There's so many people who drive past it not knowing how incredibly beautiful the area really is. It's worth a visit without question. Tom Henry, you should see the town Bruce is headed to, small town surrounded by desert. Vivian, pardon my ignorance, we in the UK have nothing like that. I know what you mean. Nothing like that in Canada either. Scott Weber, the area is now famous for the Coachella Music Festival. That's true. The Bob Hope Desert Classic used to be held every year. Now it's called whatever they call the golf course. It's named after a corporation now, just not the same. Bob Hope used to host presidents to come out and golf at the Bob Hope Desert Classic. It was a real to-do. Then there's the Indian Wells Tennis Classic, which they now give it a corporate name. There's a lot of events that happen there, and it is world famous among those who have bucks. The folks who can fly in on a private jet to Lucerne, Switzerland, are the same folks that fly in on their private jets into Palm Springs International Airport and hang out there. So, but you can hang out in Palm Desert in a middle class lifestyle. You don't have to be a millionaire to spend a week or so in Palm Desert. It's not that bad. So it's beautiful. It really is a neat place to see. Eric Gibbons, I got to stay in a VRBO house in Palm Springs a few years ago that was owned by Walt Disney. What was really cool with the subtle Disney themes all around. Isn't that amazing? Elvis used to have a place out there. Tom Jones, Bing Crosby, Frank Sinatra, anyone who was anybody in the entertainment business and business, top end business people. Bill Gates has a place out there. Warren Buffett, I believe, has a place out there. All the top of the top software company executives, they all have a place out there. And their kids, oh yeah, there's money out there, serious money. It's a neat place to hang out. John Lewis, I'm in the UK too, Vivian. Scott Weber, Poland Springs is in Pennsylvania. Vivian, thank you, Scott. Sheila, hi, everybody. Tom Henry, note to Bruce, check your coolant and pack a gallon of water. Oh, yeah, we know what we're doing out there. Vivian, oh, hello, John. Where are you? Linda Lou, golf is great in Palm Springs area. Tracy Dunlop, I do ocean view or inside for 3-4 day cruises, never in the room. 7-day cruises or longer, balcony cabins. Cool Jazz, is that where they get the water? They drill for it. Deb Guimet, hi Sheila. Tom Henry, hi Sheila. John Lewis, Vivian Nicholson, North Hampshire is where he is located. North Hampshire. I'll try to pronounce it. I'll give it a shot. Sheila, hi John Lewis. And Deb, Vivian, John, East Coast here in Suffolk. Sheila, hi Vivian. Oh, nice spin there. Sheila, Vivian, hello. Let's see here. Who else is here? Scott Weber. Sheila saying hi to me. Scott Weber. Vivian, I'll be cruising to the UK, making 2 stops in Newcastle on Tyne and Edinburgh. John Lewis saying, Sheila, hope you're having a great day. Linda Lou, we played at the Marriott Desert Springs. I too have played there. Very nice. They have the pink flamingos in the pools where the entranceway is. You drive in, and there's water here, there's water here. It's all artificial. And there are pink flamingos in the water. Pretty cool. And then the golf course around you. It's gorgeous. Just gorgeous. Sheila, hi, John. It's Cool Jazz. Tom Henry, I'm packed already. Scott Weber. Bruce, also adjacent to the Coachella Valley is Joshua Tree National Park. That's right. A bit east and north is Joshua Tree National Park, an absolute treasure. Fantastic place to see. Eric Gibbons, Idlewild is a beautiful in the mountains above Palm Springs. That's right. You can take the highway instead of taking Highway 10 into LA, which is the expressway. You can go through a little town called Idlewild, and that is a spectacular drive, a gorgeous little town. And a lot of folks do a day drive there, grab a coffee, hang out for a bit, and work their way back. It's pretty, really pretty. John Lewis, Traveling with Bruce, I try so hard to watch all of your posts, but it's late in the UK. John, that's what replays are for. Just watch me on a replay at your convenience, of course. Vivian, post a pic of it, Bruce. I'll try to see what I can do. Scott Weber, I used to go to Idlewild as a kid all the time. Sheila, Cool Jazz, and Tom Henry. Hey, guys. Tom Henry, oops, I have to print you first. Cool Jazz, hello, Sheila. How are you doing? Paul Lucas, hello, Sheila. Sheila, Felicia, balcony or bust? It's a balcony or bust. Tommy Green, Bobby Green, what cruise line have you rode the most, Bruce? I've been on Norwegian a couple of times. I've been on a Princess a couple of times, and then I've taken Norwegian. I've taken Royal Caribbean, Holland America. Those are the lines that I've been on. Scott Weber, Mark Dirksen, hey, Bruce, late. I guess I'll enjoy the rerun later. Mark, welcome, buddy. Scott, on some older cruise ships, balconies can be a true premium, and some have none. Cool Jazz, I figured you would forget. Sheila, I would do either inside or my favorite balcony. Tom Henry, Bruce's Speedo is arriving in my laptop bid box, the one from last week that did not work. New one should be here anytime now. Pics of the operation. Let's see. Felicia, I agree, guys. Thanks. Balcony all the way. Sheila, how are you doing, Bruce? I'm great. I'm great. Linda Lou, the Emerald Princess will be in Vancouver tomorrow. It'll be in dry dock after that, I think. Sheila, hope Bruce is having a great time. Glenn Edinburgh from Brisbane, Australia. Hi, Bruce, and all at the TWB team. How you doing there, buddy? Vivian, I'm going to see if it's on YouTube so I can see it. Glenn, a summer and the humidity has broken a comfortable 26 Celsius here in Brisbane in Queensland, Australia. Yep, the seasons are shifting. We're coming into spring. You're going into fall. That's what's going to happen. Vivian, hello, Glenn. Sheila, I'm not sure would do inside after a balcony. If I had my choice, it would just make my wish. I'd just be balcony all the way myself. Linda Lou, it's called the Desert Classic now. Yeah, they don't call it Bob Hope's Desert Classic anymore. Michelle, Michael, cruise lover. Hi, all. Sorry I'm late. Welcome, Michael. Glenn Edinburgh, the cruise season over all RCL ships on a repositioning cruise. Interesting. Linda Lou, no more Bob Hope Classic. That's true. Cat Rose laughing out loud. John Lewis, Michael, cruise lover. Hello there. Let's see. Who else is here? Sheila, love the balcony or suite on an old ship. 64 degrees here. It's sunny in Virginia. Gas, 240, Sheila say. Glenn Edinburgh, wow, 52 watching ATM with 49 thumbs ups. Good stuff. I got, 48, 49 thumbs ups. Folks still hanging around. Carnival Ecstasy, Scott Weber. Class has a few balconies and lots of ocean views. It's an older style ship. That's true. John Lewis, Bruce, if you fly, do you go economy, premium, or business class? If you are posh, do you fly first class? John, there was a time when I was in the investment business, and I was a branch manager and a VP for a firm in Canada, a Toronto-based company, and I was out west. And I joined the company and became branch manager of this brokerage firm. And when I joined it, there were about 8 employees because the branch was a disaster. It was a basket case when I took this thing over. I was only 25. When I became a branch manager and vice president as a broker. I was really moving up the ranks in those days. This is back in the 80s. And I started hiring people because I had a list of people I wanted to join my firm. And within 3 months of joining the company, the company had a change of management. The guys in head office were basically they changed over, and what actually happened was our chairman of the board passed away of a heart attack. He was in his 60s and he wasn't in great health. He passed away, and there was a power struggle in the corporation for control, and a bunch of guys in the one of the departments, in this case the bond department, they put together a group of guys who had enough votes to take over control of the firm. And so all of a sudden, overnight, we had a new president, chairman of the board, everything. And the guy I reported to, the vice president in head office, was gone. He was, within a week, he was out of the firm. He left the firm. He wasn't being kept around anymore. So I had to now report to a new guy. And I'm a new guy. I'm only 3 months in, but I had taken my little branch from 8 people to about 15 people, and I had another 5 or 10 that I was interviewing to grow the branch up to about 25 people. And I got a memo from head office telling me what's going on, and I was then told that within the month, the new chairman of the board, the new president, the new guy is going to do a tour of all the branches across the country, including mine. And I didn't know anything about this guy. He didn't know me. I'd never met him. He'd never met me. And I'm thinking, oh man, I could be gone. This guy could be cleaning house. He might have people in mind across the country that he wants to run these branches. My days could be numbered. I have no idea what's going on. Anyway, I get a memo, another memo, private memo from the president saying, looking forward to seeing you. I'm really impressed with what you're doing with the branch. Keep it going. Don't let the changes in Toronto stop you from what you want to be doing. So I'm going, oh, great. I'm going to keep on hiring then. So a month or so later, a month and a half later, the big day comes and the new head honcho shows up with his number 2 guy. And I have no idea what's going to happen. And these 2 gentlemen walk in, and the whole branch, I mean, our branch, for days, that branch had never looked so good. It was spick and span. We had that thing cleaned up. Every little piece of paper was put away. Oh, everybody, every broker in that firm, every employee of mine, I made sure they were into the shoe shine guy that day to get their shoes polished. Everybody was ready to report for duty. And these 2 guys come in, and we act like it's no big deal, but we're all panicking inside, wondering what's going to happen. Anyway, it went well. And the president and the number 2 guy, they come into my little office, can hold 4 people if you're lucky. There are 3 chairs in the office. There's 1 chair for me, and there are 2 chairs for visitors. And I get out of my chair, I greet the 2 of them, I bring them into my office, and I said to the chairman, have a seat. I show him my chair. I said, have a seat in my chair. It's got the high back. It's the one that leans back. He's going, oh, no, Bruce, this is your office. You sit in your chair. We'll be quite happy in these 2 chairs. And they're just regular, office chairs. So here I am in Calgary, this little tiny branch with the 2 guys who just performed this massive multi-million-dollar takeover of my firm. And we met for about 15, 20 minutes. All was nice. And they encouraged me to keep going, do what I was doing. They were really excited that I'm going to get this branch up to like 40 employees from 8, what I got. And they just keep going. And then the chairman of the board said to the other guy, he said, listen, I want to talk to Bruce alone for a second, if you don't mind. Why don't you go and check out the operations in the back? And the guy goes, yeah, no problem, no problem. So now I'm alone with the chairman of the company, all by ourselves. And he comes up to me and he says, I want to talk to you in private. I don't want anyone else to hear this. And I'm thinking, oh my God, what is he going to tell me? This is where I get the pink slip, or what's happening? I have no idea. And he says to me, he says, as he comes in, really close, and he says to me, listen, I understand that when you started this job like 3-4 months ago, you took a flight to Vancouver to visit the branch manager, the nearest branch manager to you, and spent the day visiting with him. I said, yeah, I did. He said, and you flew over there? I said, yeah, I got a flight first thing in the morning and got a flight that evening on the way back. He says, how did you fly over there? So I went on Air Canada. He says, yeah, but what class of seat did you book? I said, well, I booked an economy seat. He says, oh no, we can't have that. I'm thinking, what are you talking about? He says, when you fly to anywhere on behalf of my company, the company that you're part of here, you're flying on your time. There are times where you have to leave on Sunday to get to a place for a Monday meeting. and that means you're flying on Bruce's time, and even that's barely acceptable. But there's no way you're flying in economy ever again. You're never going to fly economy. If I find out that you are flying somewhere and you're not flying first class or business class, you could be fired for that. So from now on, wherever you fly for this corporation, you will fly first class. Are we clear on that? I'm going, oh, yeah, well, sure. I get that. Yeah, this noggin, as big as it is, it went right through, and I got it. It's sunk in there. First class or nothing. Okay, sir, I will take care of that. So from that moment on, I got to fly first class. But this was 1983, 84, 85, that kind of era. And in those days, first class seating is not even what business class is now. Business class today on most international airlines is you got a pod, and you can recline it into a bed and all that. First class, when I flew first class, was just a big, wide, cushy seat, but still, I didn't mind it. And it was alcohol was included, and meals, and really first class, and there were only 10 seats. It was nice, believe me. Of course, there was only first class and everyone else. Then they brought out first class, business class, and economy. And the business class was like what premium economy is now. It was a little wider and a little bit of a bigger table. Where in first class, we got, instead of 3 across, there was only 2 across. So we had a lot of room and the big table. But in today's world, that doesn't exist anymore. Today, I think even high-end guys have to fly economy, or they upgrade themselves on their own dime. But yeah, for about 4 years there, I got to fly first class wherever I needed to go on behalf of the corporation. Plus, of course, I was a member of the flying club. I got the points, and so when you fly first class, you get double, triple, 4 times the number of points. And so I accumulated tens of thousands of airline points using the same airline all the time. And on my personal trips down the road, I was able to travel for free in economy, or I would buy an economy ticket for my wife and I, and then we would upgrade to a higher level. Those are good days. I miss that. So that's a question that I really appreciate, John, because nowadays, going forward, I think I'm back in economy, unless I can get to 1 million subscribers and a whole bunch of millions of views. I think I'm in economy. Eric, definitely balcony. Did I mention balcony? That's what Eric's saying. Sheila, thumbs up for Bruce. Maurice, hey, Bruce, what's up? Welcome, Maurice. How are you? Vivian, not only thumbs up, share as well as get those subs up. We got 52 thumbs up, working on getting 20,000 subs. Scott Weber, I did say I booked balconies unless it's an older ship. Hit that like button, Sheila says. Linda Lou, way to go, Scott. Vivian, shared again. Sheila, I like the balconies on the older ships. They were bigger. Bobby Green, Carnival Liberty has lots of balconies. Scott Weber, Sheila, I know that on the fantasy class that sails a lot from Long Beach, they have only 3% balconies, and they are suites, and they go quickly. Jim on the Water, suites. Jim on the Water says the 2-time cruiser. Sheila, suites on a budget. Jim on the Water. John Lewis, Bruce, fantastic story. I take it that economy is a big no-no anymore. Well, it was a big no-no back then, but today, unless I score some serious views, I'll be flying economy. Well, I'll be happy to do it. Believe me, I'll be happy to do it. Jim on the Water, 2 in 6 months and 2 more booked. Glenn, that's funny. Good story, Bruce. Sheila, I want to fly business class. Tom Henry, catch you fly first class, but on your own dime. Haha, there you go. John Lewis, traveling with Bruce. I just looked at upgrading our next flights to Sydney for our family to business, and they wanted £24,000. I nearly fell over. Yes, it is shocking how much these are. It is incredible. Eric Gibbons, in my company, you get to fly business class only if it's international. That old biddy. Hi, everybody from St. Louis. Hello, that old biddy. Scott Weber, on my dime, I fly economy. Vivian, hi, biddy. Hi, Viv. Glenn, I prefer the ocean view. Linda Lou, I flew one time first class to Hawaii. Felt like a queen. Was so hard to go back. Doubt I will ever get to do that again. Glenn Edinburgh, budget boy, I am. Yep, my wife and I, Jennifer and I, we were flying home once from Europe. From Berlin to London, and then London to Calgary. It's about 3-4 years ago, and we got lucky. We flew economy from Calgary to London, London to Berlin, visited with my daughter. Then we flew economy from Berlin to London, and we had to change planes after like a 4-hour layover. And we were upgraded. We had no idea it happened. we handed in our tickets to get them checked because we were shifting from the EU to an international flight to North America. We had to go through security, and we showed them our ticket. We had to give the tickets to an agent to make sure the tickets were valid. Without saying a word, the ticket agent, she just calmly took our tickets and was working on the computer. I was talking to Jennifer about what was all the commotion going on because there were thousands of people coming and going in this area. And after a few minutes, she handed our tickets back to us. She said, "Here you go. You're all good to go. Have a good flight. Thank you." I said, "Thank you very much." And we went on our way. And I thought to myself, it sure took a little longer than I thought it would. So I glanced at the tickets to see maybe she wrote something down or something. And they weren't the same. I knew we had flown on the way. We're going on the way home. We were supposed to be in row 34 at the very back of the plane. We were in row 12, and I'm going, row 12? I don't remember row 12 being in the reservations. I quickly took a look at seatguru.com, which is a website where you can see what kind of seating arrangements all these planes have. Found our model of aircraft, a 767 at that time, C-12, premium economy. We had been upgraded to premium economy without a word. She said nothing. And I did some more digging, found out that that upgrade was worth $400 each, an $800 upgrade without a word being spoken. You know, when you look, we were 60-ish at the time, you know, we probably looked tired. She took mercy on our soul, had 2 openings, put us into the premium economy seating. That was nice. I rather enjoyed that. That was the last time I was flown on an upgrade seating arrangement. Loved that very much. Really enjoyed it. Anyway, there you go. Let's see here. Vivian, I tried my lab. I tied my lab to my walker. I gained air miles. That dog can run. Don LeBou, Linda Lou, I did the same thing to Wyatt. Spoiled. Tom Henry, MMA didn't think that one through. Don Gonzalez, hi everybody. With so many different cruise ships, how do you make your mind up picking out the ship, which is the best? I want to plan a cruise for next spring, Don. It's all about how old you are, how much activity on the ship you want to do, how long are you going to be on the ship. If you're on a 3-day cruise, you're going to be on a your selection might be limited as to what ship and what line you want to take. If you want to be on a 1-week cruise, Caribbean, next spring, lots of choices, tons of choices. Now it's a matter of where are you going, how old are you, and what kind of activities are you into. If you're young and you're active, you know, you haven't had a hip replacement surgery or anything like that, then you may want to be on a Royal Caribbean or a brand new Norwegian ship. If you're like me, you're 63, you're healthy, but you're really not looking to climb rock walls and take water rides on cruise ships, then maybe Holland America or Celebrity might work for you. Princess might work for you. If you're got a little bit of cash to throw around, maybe Viking might be the cruise line for you, or Seabourn. But if you're a budget traveler looking to score a cheap deal, maybe Carnival might be a way to go. Going with family, Carnival, Disney, Royal Caribbean, keep the kids occupied on the ship. These are choices. This is why you watch the show. This is why you hang out with us every day. You quickly figure out what's what and what's going on, but you can check my playlists, see all the videos I've done on different cruises and figure it out yourself, or talk to a travel agent and get them to work with you. But make sure it's a travel agent that knows something about cruising, not a travel agent that will just book you on a cruise. You want to talk to someone who does it as a specialty. Tom Henry, same with cruise suites. Vivian, not one of my better ideas. Linda Lou, I hear you, John. Tom Henry, after 3 cruise suites, can I handle a mini suite? John LeBeau, Tom Henry, we did concierge twice. That's the way to go. Scott Weber, Don, there is no best cruise ship. It depends on what you want. Give us some more information, like where would you like to cruise? What size of ship do you like? See, there's questions. Jim on the Water, agree with you on that, Tom. Linda Lou, my ex-husband traveled a lot, and he had many miles So we got to go first class many times. John LeBeau, we flew one way to Hawaii, first class, then came back coach. It was tough getting used to that. I hear you. Rod Hamilton, hi, Bruce. Bubba from Philadelphia here. 60 degrees and sunny. Just booked a 12-day Caribbean on Norwegian Gem from New York. Only 613 days to go. Shelly, my wife, and I can't wait. Rob, that's a great plan. You might want to get one a little sooner than that, but it's all up to you and the budget. Way to go, pal. You're going to enjoy that one. That'll be a nice cruise. Glen Edinburgh. My in-laws got upgraded twice to business class economy from Sydney to New Zealand. ARCI, pretty nice. Dawn, 1-week cruise. Linda Lou, Dawn, 1 vote for Princess. John Lewis, Dawn, try a Mediterranean cruise. 14 days on the independence of the seas. Something for everyone. There you go. Sheila, traveling with Bruce, Rockwell in Speedos. Dawn, I have been on the Carnival Dream. Oh, right on. Nice ship. Cool Jazz. Just read Wow Air ceased operations out of Iceland. That's right. They've been cutting back the last couple of months. They've been on the way downhill, and today they shut her down. It's too bad. Vivian, library on the Queen Mary 2. Cup of coffee, good book. Watch the world go by. I'm good. Yeah, that is nice. Linda Lou, I'm going to catch you in May, Bruce. I'll be 63. Oh, gosh, I'll be 64 in September. But, yeah, we'll be 63 for a while. Glen Edinburgh had a junior suite once. Got it on a last-minute deal. It was fantastic. I would bet it would have been. Yeah, no kidding. Vivian and Linda Lou, you're a baby. Scott Weber, Linda Lou, I suggested Princess to my 84-year-old mom for Alaska, and she was worried about lack of people being her age on the cruise. Oh, not a problem there. Cool Jazz, I heard about WOW today, too. Tom Henry, bye, everybody. Time to finish mowing to get done before dark. Monday is a sea day, so I'll try to be here. Whatever time zone are we in? That's right. Whatever time zone you're in. Tom, have a great cruise. Look forward to hearing from you, and share some photos with us on the Facebook group page. Love that. Scott Weber, I'm turning 60 in July. Mark Dirksen, what is the benefits of concierge over a regular balcony? I've always been wondering. Probably some perks, onboard perks for certain would be involved. Probably a private lounge that you can go to in the concierge area, maybe even a private eating area. A couple things like that. Tom Henry, laughing out loud. Deb, bye, Tom. Vivian, I'm mom of the group. Tom Henry, I'm the youngster here. I'm only 59. Just a kid. It's just a kid. John LeBeau, Beatles song in July. Will you still love me when I'm 64? That's right. When I'm 64. Oh my gosh. I remember when they did that recording and I thought, oh my, those guys are only in their 20s. That's going to be so long from now. And well, they're past 64 now. All of them. It's incredible. There you go, folks. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed my last show today from Los Angeles. I do not know the next time I will be in Los Angeles doing a live show again. This was a short-term assignment for my daughter. It's over. She has no plans on coming back here, so I may not be in LA for quite some time. I've enjoyed doing the shows from here. I enjoy this area. Tom Henry says, note to self, print Cool and Paul's face pics for the cruise. They will watch out the balcony. John Lewis, what do people think of the new key upgrade with Royal Caribbean? John Lewis, fantastic stream. Bruce, Linda Lou, happy early birthday, Scott. Cool Jazz, Jets, cabin mate, Paul. The key program, I'm not a big fan of the key program myself, but that's just me. I'm not going to pay extra for something they give me anyway. I'm just kind of that way. You're all young puppies. I'm 66 this June, says Rob Souter. Sheila, thanks, Bruce. Have fun with your family. Thank you, Sheila. Cool Jazz, Rob, Linda Lou, John Lewis, everybody. Thank you for joining me today and all week from Los Angeles. We'll see you on Monday, 5 o'clock Eastern time from Arizona. I'm looking forward to that. We'll catch up with all of you guys there. Linda Lou. So, John, I'm almost washed up. John, I agree with you, Bruce. Paul Lucas, take care, everybody. Have a good trip, Bruce. Sheila, happy birthday, Scott Weber. Mark, I'm only 47. Oh, my God. What am I laughing out loud? Just a kid. I think I'm still 17. I still think like a 17-year-old, I'm sure. But Vivian, enjoyed the show tonight. Now it's bedtime, so good night. This 68-year-old needs her rest. Stay away. Stay safe. Thank you, Vivian. You have a good evening and a good rest. I'll see you on Monday. If anything comes up in the meantime, I'll do a video. I'm going to probably do one tonight about this Royal Caribbean story out of the Bahamas. I'm going to put one of those together. If you get a chance to see it, if you get a chance to share it, I would appreciate that. If you could share any of those short videos I've put together in the last week or so, I would appreciate that too on Facebook or any other social media that you're part of. That helps my channel get exposed and promoted. I love it. John Lewis, have a fab time. Dawn, safe travels, Bruce and everyone. I'll continue to watch. John LeBou, no way. Deb Gumet, night all, flying tomorrow. Night all, see you on Monday. Deb, have a good flight back to New York from Orlando. Donnell, hi again, Viv. I agree. Safe traveling, Bruce. See you next Monday. Thanks, Donnell. I'll see you Monday night, 5 o'clock. And in the meantime, everybody, do enjoy the weekend and take good care of yourselves. Ed Tolson, see you later. Sylvia, Deb, safe travels. Vivian, good night, boys and girls. Sheila, good night, Vivian, a 16-year-old. That's right. Thank you, guys. Stay safe, stay warm, stay healthy. We'll catch you Monday at 5 o'clock from Arizona. Linda Lou, thanks, Bruce. Safe travels. We will miss you. Thank you for the 55 thumbs ups today, you guys. Appreciate that very much. They all count. They all work out. And we'll catch you in a few days. See you for now. Bye, everybody. Thank you, and see you.